gritty. And anyway, let's talk boats, bowling, and billiards. One company that is a strong indicator of disposable consumer income in America is Brunswick Corp. It's the market leader in all three of those segments. Here now, the CEO and chairman of Brunswick, Dusty McCoy. And it is a great business, and Steve Miller knows everything about everything. And he points out bowling and other things. It's boating for Brunswick. How much of the business?
Well, boating and engines for boating.
And engines for boating. Yes. Exactly. How much of that represent?
Well, 25% of our revenues are boats, Joe, and 50% then would be engines. So we're 75% marine.
And I mean, you know, I think about this country, and if you can't go out in the summer and see some lake in the middle of this country and see a Brunswick boat or a Boston whaler, I mean, that's so Americana. I mean, I feel good talking about it, right?
Yeah, well, it is the heart of America. We're probably the greatest family recreational activity there is. And I like to tell people, Joe, if you have children and boat with them, you're going to do well, because you got to talk to each other when you're on a boat.
No, wait a minute. It's not just a thing you just throw them. You know what I don't like? I don't like cleaning the hull after, and then putting it out, you know, taking it out of the water. It's a pain, isn't it?
Well, there's lots of things that can help you do that. First, there's lots of marinas, Joe, that'll pull it in and out for you. Secondly, there's a lot of floats. You just put your boat on a float, float it up.
It gets dirty inside, all the beer cans and everything.
What is on the Ohio River?
Yeah, right. And the Chocolate River. That's
and
what my
actually
kids
boat
used
on
to
the
call
Ohio River, and you're having fun though when you're having beer cans in a boat. Right?
I used to ski on the Ohio and fall in and sometimes swallow a bunch of water,
disgusting.
and I never knew if I was going to live or not after.
Well, you and I are a little older than some of these young ladies here. Yeah. The Ohio's a lot cleaner now.
It's a lot cleaner.
I boat there every day, and it's beautiful.
Are people, on a scale of 1 to 10, it is a luxury, isn't it? And I would say it's not a Walmart item, but it's not a Tiffany item either. It must be somewhere in the middle. How's it consumed?
Joe, it depends on the type of boat. We sell boats from $10,000 to $3 million. So the range of buyers is going to be different.
Where's the sweet spot in that spread?
Boats over 40 feet is where we make a lot of money right now. And those boats right now are really hot. We're fundamentally sold out on backlog, and those boats start, Michelle, $800,000 to $1 million, and then move on up.
That's really the sweet spot, and you can sleep in those too, and go down underneath there and moor them. That's so much fun.
There's an exploding segment, interestingly, pontoons.
Why?
A couple of things. There's probably been more innovation in pontoons in the past 5 to 7 years than in any other type boat.
Really?
Are they houseboats?
No,
pontoon.
The classic pontoon, Joe. But it's not your mother and father's pontoon. It's really not. So you'll have seating that has leather that's better than any luxury car, as an example. They'll have 250 horsepower engines on them. So if you want to do, I don't know why you'd want to, but a lot of people want to do 60, 65 miles an hour in a pontoon. If you want to let your children ski or tube and things like that, the boat serves a wide variety of purposes.
You know, your stock price has underperformed the broader market so far this year. I know it's had a tremendous run up until now. Is that a play on the U.S. consumer?
I actually think it's three things. When the consumer durables are always going to be under pressure when you're in a flat GDP environment, and that's fundamentally what we are in the first half of this year.
It was supposed to all come back after the weather got nice.
Well, we're very second half loaded, and we've been saying we're second half loaded in earnings, so I think a lot of folks are going to be wait and see. Compared to where we've been, though, we're talking nickels and dimes right now from my perspective. I'm confident about where we're going. Our path forward's been laid out very clearly. We've given 2016 guidance already,
now,
and we're confident.
Dusty, in the middle of the financial crisis, did people think the world was, why would your stock sell for 2? Did people think the world really was just going to end and no one would ever buy a boat or go bowling again? Or?
What I really think happened, Joe, is we had a lot of boats in the field.
So it was the company itself could have gone out of business, theoretically.
No, but a lot of people were worried about it.
Yeah.
And the reason was we had a lot of floor plan liability out in the field. We back up our dealers on that floor plan liability, and a lot of folks thought the dealers would start to fail, and then we would have to come in and buy all the boats, and we wouldn't have enough money. It actually was that simple. We spent probably less than $20 million in the deepest part of the recession taking care of dealers. And that's a tribute to our strong brands.
$20 million, and you could have bought the stock for $2, and now it's 40 again.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
Unfortunately, 1 or 2 days under $2.
We got to have you back because I don't know why. We got to go somewhere again.
Wells Fargo earnings.
Right? No, Wells Fargo earnings. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Yeah, we didn't talk bowling in Quintana.
Coming up.